What's good, everybody? Rhetorical question. Life. My name is Heavy Bree, and welcome to my channel. And if this is your 312th time on my channel, welcome back. Yeah, I decided to record a video walking home and everything. My means of transportation is currently indisposed, so I'm just walking home from work. I decided, I might just record. Hold on a second, I thought I heard something behind me and everything. Yeah, it's about 3 in the morning, 3:30 or something like that in the morning and everything. But you know what, man? You know what I love about this hour? Is that it's quiet, man. It gives yourself time to think. The air is clear, the air is crisp. It gives you time to have a moment of clarity. There's something about being up before the sun in the morning and just how peaceful and tranquil it is. I mean, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, lurking about. But as long as you got God in your life, as long as you got God in your life and you acknowledge God's presence, you will always be protected. Always. So I wanted to make this video. I haven't posted a video in a while. And I wanted to just talk about, the light that every single person has within them. And how in life that light sometimes gets dulled. It never goes away. The light never goes away, but it does get dulled, And when it dulls, it can stop us from shining. But like everything that can and will shine, you just need a polish. You just need to be powered. You need to be empowered. You got to find something that powers you up. And that thing that powers you up is your purpose, God, and belief in yourself. Yeah, it's 3 a.m., but it's still a lot of cars going back and forth, But as I was saying, God is one of the things that will help you, like maintaining your belief and your faith in God is one of the main ways that you can maintain your shine, maintain that glow within you, because it never goes away. It just gets dulled over time through cynicism, through stuff that happens to us in life, and if you've been through a lot in your life, like you've been through some terrible or rough things, always remember this: God puts his toughest soldiers through the hardest of battles. And this is done to test whether or not you will give in to the evil that has happened to you, whether you will become a part of the negativity that's around you, or will you overcome it. And I know it's hard. I know it's tempting to allow that stuff to consume your life. But as long as you maintain your faith in God, and I'm not going to tell anybody how to connect with God and how to connect to the higher power. I mean, that's for you to decide. That's your decision. But as long as you have a positive and healthy connection to God, you will always prosper in this life. The second thing that will help you maintain your light and to maintain and regain your shine is having a purpose. You must have a definitive purpose in your life. It has to be something that you are willing to go the distance for. It's something that you're willing to suffer for, something that you're willing to bleed for, something that you're willing to cry for, to hurt for. Because in the end, when it's all said and done, that purpose is what keeps you going. It's your reason for waking up in the morning. It's the reason why you wake up, why you go after whatever it is you're going after. It's your reason for being. And let me tell you this. Money is a tool to obtain things that you want, but it must never be your purpose. Money must never be your purpose. Maintaining a lifestyle, it should never be your purpose. Being, seeking validation from others should never be your purpose. Your purpose should be something that's personal to you. It is something that when everything falls apart, it is still there and still achievable, And I can't tell you what your definitive purpose is. It's a thing that you think about all day long. If you love art, if you love drawing or sculpting or painting, that's all you can think about, then maybe that's God telling you that your purpose is to be an artist. If you are a person who is interested in the law and you are interested in how litigations are and how and the way how law stuff is, that's God telling you to be a lawyer. If you love numbers, then and you like to solve equations, or you like dealing with money, you love dealing, and I'm not saying pursuit of money, I'm saying you like to manage stuff, you're really good with finances, and that intrigues you, then you should be an accountant or a financier. If you love cars, like you really love cars, like you could be working on a car all day and you didn't waste a single hour. Like if what you're doing, your purpose, I'll put it this way. Your purpose is something that you do that does not feel like a waste of time. No matter how many hours you spend on it, you are not wasting a single second. In fact, your purpose is something that you do you wish you could do all day. In fact, 24 hours in a day is not enough for you to do this thing that you love to do because you love it so much, because it gives you a reason to do stuff. That is your purpose. And I can't define that for you, but you know what it is. And when you find it, and when you know what it is, and you acknowledge what it is, do not let anyone or anything sidetrack you from your purpose. Not even yourself. Because you will talk yourself out of your purpose many times. I know, because I have done it to myself multiple times throughout my life. Like I'll be about my purpose, and then I fall off through distractions and through other frivolous or irrelevant stuff. But when you find your purpose, don't let it go. Don't let anything else distract you. Stay focused on your purpose. Yeah, having God in your life helps you maintain your shine. Maintaining your purpose, having your purpose helps you maintain your shine. But the third thing that will help you maintain your shine is yourself. Belief in yourself. It is knowing that no matter what I go through, no matter what odds are against me, no matter what anyone believes or says about me, I can do anything I put my mind to. I can achieve anything I put my mind to because I got God on my side. I have a definitive purpose that I believe in, and I believe in myself. You have to believe in yourself. See, that's why a lot of people are so, miserable and feel so defeated. Because, even if they have God in their life, they don't really know what their purpose is. And they're not walking in their purpose. Or they have God in their life, they have a purpose, they know what their purpose is, but they don't try to go after it because they don't believe in themselves. If you can't see yourself as the person you want to be if you don't believe in yourself. And You have to believe that it can happen before anyone else can. And if nobody believes in you, nobody believes in you, you have to be like, you know what? I believe in me. You know what? I can get it done. And I won't let anyone or anything stop me. Nobody, in fact, nobody can stop me but me. Because that's who's stopping you from achieving your dreams and obtaining your goals. You are in your own way. I'm at a stoplight right now. I'm just gonna wait a minute and just chill for a minute. But like, I'm gonna still keep talking because like, I still got some ways to go. Because we all got some ways to go. On our journey in life. Because. And that's what it's all about, man. Life is a journey, not a destination. And as long as you are living in your purpose, as long as you have faith in God and you're living in your purpose and you believe in yourself, no amount of time is a waste of time. Every day, every loss that you take is a lesson. Okay? It is something that is teaching you how to move better next time. So if you have God in your life, and if you have a purpose, and if you believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything. And if people don't believe in you, so what? If nobody believes in you, so what? If you got one person who believes in you, that's a beautiful thing. That's a blessing right there, to have one person who believes in you. Because you don't need a lot of people to like you. You don't need a lot of people to like think that you can do it. You don't need a whole fan club, all right? Some of the greatest people throughout history who've went on to achieve incredible stuff, they were their own biggest fans first before they gained a following. Every artist, every musician, every great person had intense belief in themselves before they had a huge following of people who were on their side. So if you got people who don't believe in you, people who mock you, like you're going after what you're trying to go after, and people are mocking you, so what? That's good, man. It's good that they're showing their true colors. Because once you're on, they're going to do one of two things. Like, once you start winning and doing great, they're going to do one of two things. Or maybe three, but like one of two things. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to join the crowd. See, because cowards congregate in crowds. And they do what everybody else does. If everyone else sees someone or something as desirable, they're going to follow what everybody else does. They're going to think that it's desirable too, because they can't think for themselves. They're afraid to think for themselves. Like, a coward is a person who is afraid to think for themselves. They base their actions and their moves based on how people will accept it. And when you are a person who walks to the beat of your own drum and you stand out and you just do your own thing and you have a uniqueness about you, you stand out, you have your own thing going on. Cowards hate that. Cowards hate people who are confident enough to walk in their purpose, who are not afraid to have a positive connection with God, and who are not afraid to believe in themselves. Cowards hate people like that because they can't do that. Notice how most people despise those who can do what they are incapable or unwilling to do. That's why social media and the media always hates on people. They're always quick to criticize or judge someone who is willing to do extraordinary things. Whether you're a director, a musician, like if you do anything that most people think is incredible, and then you achieve it. Sorry, I got dark for a second. You couldn't see my face, but oh, hold on a second. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll do it like this. So yeah, when you are willing to go after something that you want, that is incredible, or do something that is incredible, but other people don't think is possible for themselves, and they see you doing it, it makes them feel some type of way. Some people don't care. Most people don't care. But the ones who do care, and they see you doing extraordinary stuff, or you're standing out, you're doing your own thing, they see you doing that, and it makes them feel small, okay? So when you have God, your purpose, and yourself, don't worry about those people, man. Don't worry about anyone like validating you and your actions and what you're trying to do. As long as you're not doing anything illegal or crazy, keep doing what you're doing. You know, write that screenplay, take those dance classes, go to the gym, like struggle in the gym. You know, like I see people in the gym sometimes looking around, looking self-conscious because they're not lifting how another person's lifting, or just the people who go to the gym like 2 or 3 times in a month, and then they never come back, or they just quit, or they just say forget about it. I'm gonna go to the treadmill and just walk on the treadmill. But there's nothing wrong with walking on the treadmill. I mean, I prefer to just walk outside. It's a beautiful day, so especially if it's a nice day. I live in California. I don't know where you stay at, but if there's somewhere nice, if outside permits it, go for a walk outside. That's just me. But I'm almost at the end of this video. It took me about 17 minutes to get over here. Well, I started recording this video 5 minutes after I left work, but I might do another one of these, because like right now my mode of transportation is currently indisposed. It's getting repaired at the moment, but I actually enjoy these walks, man. And I might record more of these, even after I get even after my mode of transportation gets fixed. I might still keep recording these videos. But I'm gonna sign off with this, man. Your life is yours. This is your life. It's not anybody else's. It's not your parents. It's not your friends. It's not your relatives. It's not your peers. It's not the people around you's life. It's your life, and you are responsible for the decisions that you make. And if you know the decision you're making is guiding you towards your purpose, aligning you with God, and helping to build your confidence and belief in yourself, then don't worry about if everyone else thinks it's all right. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to go after what it is you really want in life. Because, the alternative is you live a life that you didn't want. And no matter how much money you make, no matter what praise you get from others, if it's not something that you wanted to do with your life, then you're gonna that it's gonna be one in regret. You might live comfortably. You might have a bunch of people who call you friend or whatever it is, but if you're not living in your purpose and you're not aligning yourself with God, then you're gonna feel regret. You're gonna feel left out, and you just gotta go after. You just gotta go after what you want to go after, man. Regardless of how people feel about it. And if you look dumb or you look silly to some people, so be it. Because those same people that are hating on you, those same people that are dissing you, making fun of you, and pointing fingers at you, they're going to be singing your praises once you start to shine again. Once everybody else sees your shine, that's when they want you to be theirs. I was gonna say mine, but that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, man. So stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. And I appreciate every single last one of you for watching this video. Peace and blessings, and you have a prosperous day.